Hi there, please feel free to tip me a minimum of $2. I personally assure you that your contribution will go directly toward feeding children in need. Here's my satirical movie recap, keeping the original meaning intact while adding irony and commentary. In Syracuse, New York, where winter usually shows up like an overachieving employee, a surprise snowstorm finally arrives after an unusually warm season, instantly turning the entire town into a frozen playground and productivity into a distant memory. The Branston family, like everyone else, embraces the chaos, because nothing unites people faster than cancelled plans and unexpected holidays. Tom Branston, the local weatherman, finds himself locked in a dramatic rivalry with fellow forecast expert Chad Simmons. Despite Tom correctly predicting the storm, Chad confidently steals the credit, proving that in media, confidence often beats accuracy. Meanwhile, Tom's wife Laura, a proud workaholic, is trapped at home with their youngest son Randy, where she is forced into the terrifying experience of having fun. Elsewhere, Hal Branston sees the snow day not as a day off, but as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win over his crush Claire, the kind of plan only a teenager would consider logical. Armed with misplaced confidence and a random whale anklet as emotional leverage, Hal sets out on a mission that includes public declarations on live TV and a snowmobile showdown with Claire's ex-boyfriend Chuck, who seems contractually obligated to act like a human obstacle. Hal's best friend Lane, who possesses the rare gift of common sense, points out that love is less about grand gestures and more about tolerating someone for longer than 10 minutes. Naturally, Hal ignores this wisdom completely, because subtlety has no place in teenage romance. Meanwhile, Natalie, Hal's younger sister, chooses a far more ambitious goal, overthrowing the snowplowman, a mythical neighborhood villain whose efficiency has single-handedly prevented second snow days for years. Yes, this is a child taking on municipal infrastructure. With her friends Chet and Wayne, she stages an elaborate plan involving fake death, bird kidnapping, don't ask, and psychological warfare, proving that kids with free time are far more dangerous than expected. The snowplowman, clearly not prepared for this level of chaos, retaliates like a disgruntled supervillain. Deals are made, promises are broken, and Natalie briefly considers defeat, before remembering that this is a movie, and giving up is not allowed until the final act. Back in the adult world, Tom finally exposes Chad live on air when Chad fails basic meteorology questions, revealing that his expertise was mostly confidence and good hair. With Chad publicly humiliated, Tom reclaims his credibility, proving that truth does occasionally win, with enough dramatic timing. Hal's romantic journey continues to spiral as he learns that Claire doesn't even like whales. She prefers zebras, because of course she does. Lane, fed up with being the voice of reason in a world that clearly doesn't deserve it, finally expresses her own feelings by kissing Hal and walking away, leaving him confused but emotionally upgraded. Hal briefly achieves his dream moment with Claire, only to realize, shockingly, that he actually likes Lane more. It takes him an entire storyline to understand what was obvious from the beginning, but at least he gets there eventually. Meanwhile, Natalie assembles what can only be described as a child-led revolution against the snowplowman. In a dramatic showdown, she reveals an army of kids, captures him, and literally reverses his work by dumping snow back onto the streets, because nothing says victory like undoing public services. As chaos peaks, Hal is attacked by Chuck, again, fulfilling his role as human inconvenience, but is saved when Natalie and her crew plow Chuck into a snowbank, arguably the most efficient conflict resolution method in the film. Finally, Hal finds Lane at a skating rink, delivers a callback line about love being about spending 10 tolerable minutes together, and asks if she has 10 minutes. She does, they kiss, and just like that, emotional clarity arrives right on schedule. In the end, everyone grows. Tom regains his professional dignity, Laura rediscovers fun, Natalie secures a second snow day like a tiny revolutionary leader, and Hal learns that true love was standing next to him the whole time, quietly waiting for him to stop being dramatic. As for Principal Weaver, He survives the day only to be relentlessly attacked with snowballs, proving that in this world, authority figures never truly win. Thanks for watching this satirical movie recap. Hi there, please feel free to tip me a minimum of $2. I personally assure you that your contribution will go directly toward feeding children in need.